Can you hand me that baby orange?
Big orange?
Can you hand me the other one?
Baby orange. Can you hand me both of them?
Rude.
Your fingers
I haven't had.
orange,
Oh, guess what? Flexing. I'm flexing to that. I'm flexing to that.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, no way! You actually. I'm pissed at myself now. Whoa, you're not getting these.
Do you want this one back, though?
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, how many do you have right now? One?
I have one.
And I have 4. So how could we split this evenly? Do you think, Susanna, that it's possible to find anime girls attractive in the same way that you would find a human attractive? Because I was talking to Dawson's girlfriend about this, and she was saying it's impossible. It's like, doesn't make sense to find an anime girl or an animated girl at all, like, attractive. And I looked at like hot anime guys. She was like, she didn't get it.
I mean, they're created to be attractive in the way that a human is. I think it's still
So could you be attracted?
Yes.
So here's a counter question. You must believe that it's possible to be attracted to a personality, right? So you've never met someone ever, but you've talked to them on the phone for hundreds of hours. Yeah, you could be attracted to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you can be attracted to a personality, could you have an inanimate object that looks nothing like anything that would be physically attractive? Could you be attracted to that if it had a personality you were super attracted to?
I think once you layered them, no.
So
if you
say-
didn't, no.
So you were talking on the phone to someone for hundreds of hours, right? Fell in love or whatever. Then you realized it was never a human. It was literally just the phone's AI talking to you. And it was the phone that you were talking to. Obviously, you wouldn't like feel like you love them anymore because you'd know it wasn't a real person.
Right.
There are people that are into inanimate objects.
Yeah, someone married the Eiffel Tower.
Someone made themselves, dude. That's what I want to do.
And Eli talks about getting married in high school. For tax reasons.
Deductions.
No,
You
we
won't
also-
pay taxes.
When I turned 18 before him,
Yeah, you
I
do.
wanted to legally adopt him.
We were
too.
also talking about that.
That would have been lit.
I was just watching a video where I grew ovaries, right? After watching this video again.
You watched a video that made you grow ovaries?
Yes.
You should-
It's the second video in like the past month that made me grow ovaries.
I always want to do big stuff like that. That's like a big deal, but just purely for comedy. Davin, do we have some younger like cousin, like Austin? Let's adopt. I want to adopt Austin. Let's you and me get legally married, even though they'll know we're related. They won't because we have different last names. And then adopt Austin. Wouldn't that be funny? That would 100% be worth it. Imagine like 10 years from now, Austin, like, yo, these guys legally married and my parents. I had to convince our school's board that I identified as a female. And I did.
It's actually a really funny
And they
thing.
believed it.
Oh, I remember this.
Like I probably could have walked into the girls' bathroom without complaints because it was a very liberal type of school mentality. I was standing in line to get your prom pictures taken. Not prom pictures.
Your yearbook?
Senior picture, yeah. I was by this girl who was one of my friends and I was like, yo, you should wear the suit instead. Because, you know, you could put on, like they had these fake tops you'd put on that looked like you were wearing a suit or it looked like you were wearing a dress. To her, I was like, yo, put on the guy one just because it'd be cool and funny. And
That's
whatever. She's like, no. I was like, I'll put on the girl one if you put on the guy one. She's like, you will? I was like, 100%, I promise. She's like, no, wait, I bet you can't even do that. So I was like, I walked up to the front of the line, grabbed the girl thing, put it on. It was like halfway on, they're like, wait, you can't do that? And I was like, why not? And she's like, oh, well, do you... What? I have to go ask like my manager about this. I was like, okay. So I asked her manager and came back and she said my manager, and I was assuming it would just be some other random lady from that photography company or whatever.
But
And
she
it was
was so much
the head of the school. What?
No, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Stephanie.
Stephanie. She's the high school director.
Some person who I knew as being a high up person. At first she goes, so do you know, like, identify, and she didn't finish the sentence, and it wasn't clicking in my brain yet. I'll totally admit I didn't realize what she was asking me, and I was really confused, and I was just trying to say, like, I assumed I'd go, yes, and she'd go, okay, you can wear the thing. And she'd walk away, right? That's what I thought it was. And I go, yes? And I didn't know what she was asking. She goes, okay, so, yeah, we're always worried about people saying and lying that they identify as, like, a female when they don't really, and then I went, and she went, because it just really insults that whole demographic, and it's really rude, and I was like, yeah. And she was like, it's not good because there are people who truly need to, you know, express themselves in this way and it's all this trash. All right, well, if you can prove to me, you know, like, if I get some message or confirmation from your dad or some family member that you identify as a girl, I'll let you wear that. So I texted my dad and I was like, Dad, can I wear the girl dress for the pictures? And then I said, can I, like 1,000 times so that text would go off the screen. And then he said, yes. And I went, see? Yes. She's like, okay. Wore it, took the pictures like that, smiling, got a picture in the girl thing. The girl didn't even wear the stupid guy thing, so. But then after, at the end of the year activities, it was tug of war, guy versus girl. Everyone's
Oh my
doing
God.
tug of war. And I jumped on the girl side, totally forgetting about that whole thing, kind of as a joke, like, because I knew they'd say, hey, get off of there, and I'd go, okay. And I'm doing it, and someone goes, hey, Eli, get out of there. And I go, all right, let go. And then she, this Stephanie, whatever girl, comes up to that teacher and goes, hey, no, he's fine. He's fine. And I went, and I realized I'm not. And I all right, and like I was doing it at first because I was next to a girl who I was like, you know, close to, one of my friends or girlfriend or something. Grabbed it anyway.
Or something.
And then when they let me, but yeah, at one point during lunch, Andre or someone was like, dude, go into the girls' bathroom, and I was like, I totally should. It would just be funny to have the story. They let me go in the girls' bathroom because I said I identified as a girl. But I didn't. Was I in the girls section? I thought of the guy section.
It wasn't sections. It was just
Oh
names.
yeah, that would have been so funny, dude. If it
That
was
would
girls
have
and
been even
guys.
funnier, dude.
Did you have other questions you wanted to ask me?
I got a question. Will you leave?
What is the worst, sincerely the worst memory that you have of Daniel? Something that Daniel did
That makes me
willingly
look very
that caused you the most negative emotion.
That's a
Very
long
Eli
list.
thing to say.
Daniel really doesn't piss me off.
No, I feel like there must have been some time when you were kids or something where he like spit in your cornbread or something.
Susanna doesn't eat cornbread.
I mean, that was David's job in the family.
Whose job? Daniel, have you ever wished that you were cute when you were a kid?
I don't have to wish, but
Do you ever wish you were cute now?
it was like a metal frame with like multiple different frames, and it says like "Home is where you smile," right?
And all these smiling people.
And it was a bunch of evil people like Hitler, Stalin, Kim Jong Un, just of them smiling, and
But, like,
that
super
was,
happy,
all this.
like,
Yeah, like
sincere,
genuinely, like they looked really
Obama.
happy.
I spit in his cornbread once.
Just once.
Banana bread.
That was banana bread? I
Wow,
thought
you
that was
still
cornbread.
remember, Davin.
Yeah, I remember.
Bro,
That's
so here's
one of my top foods. He was just my mom was mixing it with.
no, it
vinegar.
wasn't even just his, it was everyone's.
It was literally the entire
In
family.
the batter.
Because she was mixing the batter and I was seeing all the colors swirl. I was like, that's awesome. I want to add a color and see it swirl in there.
Oh, good
It's
lord.
like, I was like, cool. Got
The
slapped.
worst part is my mom didn't tell anybody. And everyone ate it, and I was just like,
Yeah, he goes, I'm not having some of that. And didn't you go to tell them? And she was like, shut up. Yeah. Yeah, and then everyone's eating it and I'm eating it. He's just sitting there like,
Yeah, that happened when I put something with bread in a mixed thing when you're gluten free.
You did it on accident?
On accident. Yeah, because she can't have anything that like.
and then her allergies didn't flare up and you realized it was all mental.
It's a fake.
It was all mental. Would you try human flesh if it didn't cause any person to get hurt that already like wasn't?
There's like stuff.
Why not? Is it like a moral problem or like a hygiene problem? There is like a
human
disease.
flesh. It's not just in human flesh. It's
Yeah, it's in any.
Wait,
if I was on like live television and they were like, listen, this science agency just gave us thousands of dollars of funding for me to chop off. So I've been eating healthy for a year perfectly. I'm going to chop
No.
off this piece of skin.
No.
It's already chopped off right here.
Self-mutilation, no.
They're funding it and he's doing it for science and
No.
I'm going to have to write an article about how it tastes for a scientific cause.
No.
And he's cooking it fully. I will 100% eat that man. I'll eat his entire body if I have to. Even if it's free. Even if I don't get paid, I will.
No.
I think
want
so.
to try it.
I think so.
There are people who
Ow!
have these brain issues. People like are like so convinced. They're like, this arm isn't mine.
This
That's not the
reproductive
situation,
organ
I know,
isn't
but things
mine.
like that feel
This president isn't
no.
I saw a meme today of some girl with like pink hair dancing. She's like super fat, half it's shaved and whatever. She's like dancing, and I commented, I said, I bet Trump's not her president. Which isn't offensive necessarily, it's just stereotyping.
Why are your icons so tiny?
I like it. Tiny equals small, good plus true parentheses.
Can you say that again?
Small
Tiny
equals
equals-
tiny, good plus true parentheses. I have put on like full girl makeup.
Yeah.
And have you seen?
Why do you
see
have
what my
pictures
hair
of
was
other
like this
people's
long?
Why do you have pictures of other people's
We
like
had
driver's
pictures
license?
of like all his friends from high school.
Yeah, I had really long hair, and at the time, that's when I did the full makeup, and so I was pretty hot.
Eat, brother.
I probably wouldn't go for it. if I
Most
were me.
people that
Candy trash?
from Halloween.
I was black this year.
Really?
I wore my Deadpool onesie. That's my friend Nicole.
How come you said I wore my Deadpool onesie and then
I
you showed me a picture of you and your friend? Why
The
didn't
only-
you show me the Deadpool onesie?
Well,
You can tell by the Vader music and the word Vader.
Yeah.
Hello, my girlfriend's house.
Daniel's our
Daniel's
mutual
house.
boyfriend. What are you talking about, Eli?
We're not dating.
Me and Daniel broke up. So is that her natural hair color?
No. She's dyed it.
Hey Rand,
Seriously, I play on my computer.
what's your Instagram?
It is mini dachshund. Like the dog.
Goodbye, I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
You're not leaving.
Love a strong word. I like you a lot.
Okay, what's the thing with your dad's house? Because I mean, if I
found
told
this
him,
house where it was a house,
Yes.
and it had 3 stories. or 2
legitimate
stories?
house. 2 stories.
2 stories. Legitimate house. Nice house.
Big
full
boy house.
Imagine a house, but 2
Where is
stories.
it?
That's nice. I don't remember. Where is it?
It was in Harriman.
Then you go back half an acre, and there's this huge building. Huge.
Huge bed.
Yeah.
Fucking huge.
you got it.
Building that's really big, and it has 4 garage doors on it that
This
are huge.
huge building. It's really big.
Huge
Yes.
doors.